A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Miami Hurricane offense will take the field to get things started. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys.
There he goes! A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Williams looking for a man. Hauls it in. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. They're going back to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Gonna run it. It's Pringle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball over.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Canes will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So Auburn's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
And that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him. And they throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Allen. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They'll wrestle him down just... the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on fourth down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can...
Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening... I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it to him on the screen. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Let's it fly. Touchdown, Auburn! Fitted in the window for the score.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off play action on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Williams will pass. Get it out on the screen. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they...
Oh, he makes the play, it's intercepted. Knocked down quickly after the pick, but that offense says thank you very much, and they'll have it at the 43.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, and making a big play.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Back to pass on second down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Tigers. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. It's really big. How in the world did they lose him? Oh, and they blocked him. So they covered 42 yards on the drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Williams looking for a man. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Open the drive with a chunk play. Past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pringle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They'll start this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle, it's Thompson. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Here's the handoff. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Second down, he'll throw it. Using his legs to buy some time. Pulls it in, it's Thompson. And he'll be brought down.
And that's why this QB's speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Third and short, there's a lot of ways to get it in the run game. You're not just going to hand it off and go power. How about the toss play? Getting the ball in the hands of the tailback quickly, and he's able to skirt his way to get the first.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fakes to grab. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Auburn! step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Calls his own number. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Able to run it out to the 28 on first down. Now it's 2nd and 7. Williams will pass. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. He smashes his way through again. He's loose down the left side. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Out of the gun, the inside give. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Pulls and fires complete. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Hurricanes look to keep this drive humming. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Wideout trying to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Trying to slam in. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. 2nd and goal coming up. Wide receiver going in motion. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to run it in from the 2 on 3rd down? Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami!
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack to pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Arkansas is dominating this one, thanks to an offense that's been running hog wild since the opening kickoff. They're up by 21 over Texas Tech. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
With the catch, it's Thompson. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And the Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
They'll give it to him again. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Caught in the backfield, it's Davison. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Straight ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there on South Beach, and we've had a lively first half.
And the Canes will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Auburn offense. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the
breaks into the open. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct.
Oh, there's an alley to the left. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Tigers are flying down the field. Trying to pound their way in. Touchdown, Tigers! And the beatdown has ensued.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
He's got a nose for that goal line. First he scored the touchdown. Now he makes his way in for the 2-point conversion. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Looking for blockers. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive.
Okay, ready?
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. On the run, it's Pringle. Runs through the tackle. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line. The Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Williams looking for a man. Fires to the tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Immediately fires to the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And now on second down for this offense. Now the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Just keeps slinging it. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. That last completion sets him up on second down. Back to pass. On the run, still looking. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Williams will pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Canes will line up to punt it away. He shanked it. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Simmons. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
From the gun, running back on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. They're going to run it. There he goes. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. The give to the tailback. Makes a man miss. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They go right back to it. Shoots his way for more. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. And the Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Trying play action. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Nickel. That's caught. It's Upshaw. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get Hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Catch in the middle. It's Thompson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Turning it on. Got enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Tigers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Right back to the well. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.